Hey guys, and welcome to my channel and to this video, to my Inktober series. For today, again, I will be using this Hahnemuhle sketchbook, and I have actually designated this one for the Inktober. I will link it down in the description box if you're maybe interested. I do like the sketchbook. Pages are 200 GSM and very nice and quite easy to paint with. Usually I'm not really a fan of sketchbooks. I haven't found really nice ones this size and cheaper ones, but this one I really actually do like. So for today we will be drawing a mug, coffee mug, and hopefully it will turn out nice. I will also be using these ink pens from Etcher. I really do like them. They're actually part of the set from 16 ink pens, and very nice pens in that set. I will also link it down in the description box. And some pencil, eraser, and I guess that's basically it. Of course, at the end, some watercolors. I will start with doing the sketch with just a pencil because, you know, that will definitely make it easier for us. And for that, I will be using this. Well, this is just a half of A4 printing paper. I will just fold it in half because I do want my sketch to be symmetrical. So I'm gonna do one side and then just cut it like that, doing a one curve, straighter line, again curve, and here curve. So it should end up straight at the end here, like that. This will be one fat coffee mug. It's actually, we need to make it a little bit thinner. I'm just looking at it. I see it's gonna be too thick, so I'm just gonna make it slightly thinner, like that. That should be nicer. Yeah, that should be okay. Just make it a little bit more round here. Straight line, and now I will just cut that. That's how I usually like to do things when I need them to be symmetrical. I just do one side, cut it, and then open it, and I have a very nice symmetrical mug. So I will trace it here onto my paper, and I can see I did go a little bit downwards, but it's fine. We can like that. So this will be just the shape size edges of our mug, like that. So now a rounder part here, that should be nice, like that. And I will do a handle just like that, curved, one more curve, like that. So that should be our handle, just this way to make that a little bit nicer, like that. So that's our coffee mug done. Just use a lighter pencil. I'm using quite dark one because I do want it to, well, want you to see it. And also we will do just one, we will do one more line for the coffee inside. This should be, I believe, a little bit more round, like that. I believe that would be better. Like that. So this also should go to make it a little bit more rounder, like that. And this part slightly also curved. So of course you can do adjustments later on when you start adding. I will also add a couple of dots on it, like that. Like that. So now I will use my ink pen. This is number 05 to do the inking. And this time, as previous, I'm not gonna make the sketchy lines, but just one straight line. Like that. Just going on the edges I drew. This one for our handle. Second one, there you go. And now just also that coffee inside and some dots. Some are a little bit bigger, some are a little bit smaller. Like that. Just to add a little bit of the texture, I'm gonna color them. I do want them to be black, so just gonna paint inside, draw inside, whatever, fill them inside. Like that. There you go, that's our cup. Now I will try to erase the lines from my pencil. There you go, like that. Now we will need to do some shading. Actually, I'm not gonna do that with the 05. I'm gonna get a little bit smaller, 01, to do the shading. And I do need to do one more thing, add one more line here for the edge. Like that. And also just beneath this one, I want to make it look like there is an edge, and this time I am doing a little bit sketchy lines like that, like that. And I do have one part here that I do want to leave highlighted later on when I start to paint, here and one here, like that. So that's it. Now I will just do the shading, and I do want this part to be here, and also here some shading, cross just first following the shape of my cup, and then later on do the cross shading. Like that. And then just with a very, very light touch, add a little bit more of the shading. Like that. And here also gonna do a little bit darker, going upwards, doing a little bit lighter shading. And again, some darker one here. Like that. Also, we have some darker, I just need to move that. We also need to add a little bit darker shades here. Do some shading on this side. Like that. Again, a little bit more cross shading. This time I have a quite light touch. Like that. And also some of the shading we do need to do here, just beneath here it goes the light, so here we're gonna do our shading like that. And also here like that. There you go. Just looking where I want to add a little bit more. Just to make this looking a little bit 3D, not so flat. There you go. Here, just beneath the, and also here, slightly downwards, like that. And now I will just go a little bit further inside with the shading on this side, quite a light. Lines. Like that. Nice. Just gonna pick up a little bit thicker one again, 0.5. Do the bottom. And again add a little bit of the shading around our cup. So just looking, I do want to make this part slightly darker, so I will use this a little bit thicker. Pen. Just this side. Or I do believe the darkest parts of our mug are gonna be like that. So here. Like that. There we go. I will just write here. Coffee mug. October 2nd. And there you go. I think that's it for now. I won't be adding anything else regarding ink at this point, and I'm gonna get some clean water, just splatter around some clean water like that. And for the colors, I will be using some watercolors from Etcher. This is sky blue, and I'm gonna just add a pinch of green to it to make it slightly turquoise, and then just add that turquoise into my cup. So just rinse my brush and move it on the cup. This part we will skip. This is the part where it's the lightest, so I'm gonna skip that part where our highlight is. Just add more on this side where the shadowed part is. I did splatter some clean water, so if it bleeds, That was the point, but I guess it didn't. So I'm gonna just help it here, add a little water to make it move, to make it slightly looser. So now switching to just a little bit smaller brush. Again, some sky blue and a little bit of green here in this part. Rinse my brush and then just slightly move it to this side where we have again a little bit more of the paint, some shadows here also. Darker part, and then just to move that like that. Nice. So here are those white parts, our highlights. There you go. And I do want to add just a little bit of ultramarine to my mix to make that slightly more interesting. So here, and a little bit of ultramarine here, and a little bit here, just on those parts that are darker, like that. So we do have some distinction in colors. Just again, always keeping it loose. And now I will pick up a little bit of brown. This is, I believe, burnt sienna, something like that. So get that to our coffee. A little bit more here. So like that. Nice, I like that. Just a little bit of the clean water, some splatters with the clean water to give it a little bit more of the texture. And then I'm gonna get some brown and I'm gonna mix it here with the greens, doesn't matter. I do have some in my palette to make the backdrop table. And then a little bit of the dark brown just to go beneath, like that. And some dark brown to do a couple of splatters. I'm gonna use also a little bit of the yellow to do a little bit more also splatters, like that. So hopefully this will dry nice. We'll see. Let's dry that. So now that I have dried that, I think I do want to add a little bit more of the shading. So here, especially in this corner, so I do want to connect the edge with my shading. I'm pretty sure this is not how it should be done properly, but I'm just having a lot of fun adding those shades. Probably showing you everything that shouldn't be done. But just remember, this is not, I'm not an expert in this, so I'm just experimenting myself. Now, just a little bit more here. Just a thinner. I believe this looks a little bit nicer now. So I will do just one more thing to make this a little bit more interesting. I will pick up some of that beautiful vibrant pink and add it just on the edge. Of our mug, just to make it slightly more fun, I would say, and to make something, some nice step away from the blues. A little bit of the yellow on these parts and some of the dark brown to our coffee. I like that better now. Just a little bit of pinch of that ultramarine here. Like that. So not really sure, as I said earlier, that I'm actually pretty sure I am not doing that right, but just having fun. A little bit more of those, of the darker. Ultramarine. There you go. Nice. And I believe that's it. A little bit of pink, some splatters like that, and I will pick up a little bit of white gouache. To do a few more splatters with white gouache. And I think I'm done. I think I'm done. So that's Inktober 2nd, actually October 2nd, Inktober. So I hope you do like this one also. Maybe give this one also a try. It's fun, simple, not gonna overcomplicate. Maybe by the day 31 we will get better at this, but for now it is what it is. So I do hope you guys like it. If you do like it, please hit the like button, share it, and comment. Definitely join me in next videos in my Inktober. If you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. That really means a lot to me. Maybe consider joining my channel. That's the join next to the subscribe. Actually, I'm gonna do one more thing before I go. I'm gonna pick up a little bit smaller brush, get some white gouache, add a little highlight with white gouache here, like that. This will definitely dry lighter, so no worries. Just a little bit of that white gouache. So now definitely done. Thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.